Yo, what's good, guys? What's good, guys? We are at Ron's Rides Live. Finally, first time this year, I believe. First time this year I've gone live. It's been a minute. So, actually, while everyone is kind of congregating, whoever's going to show up is congregating, let me share this on my Facebook page. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you check the links in the description for my Facebook page. I'm always posting like memes and pictures and stuff on there, and stuff that I don't post here on YouTube. So let's add the live to my Facebook page. What's good? Oh, I already got 10 people in here. I know there's a lot of people that haven't been in here before. Holy shit! People that haven't been in here before. All right. Sorry, other laptop was up while I'm sharing a link to my Facebook. Kind of had a Inception Matrix thing going on there. Let's see. All right. I'm going to put this on Facebook right now. All right. We are live. Today we're talking about Ferrari, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo. But if you guys want to talk anything else, please let me know. All right, and all right. So first off, let me erase that link. Got people in the chat already. What's up, guys? Or what's good, guys? This is not working how I wanted it to. The first part of live is always the toughest because you're trying to get everything set up how you want it to. Okay, I think we're just gonna go with that. Post. It's on Facebook now. All right. What's good? 19 people already, and I see I got 5 likes. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up if you can. If you don't see it, remove the chat window, and then you'll be able to see it there. But first things first, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. I'm in Daytona Beach, Florida. It is currently 11:38 a.m. I know people in the west side of the United States is 2-3 hours back. And then you guys over there are 6 hours ahead and so on. So you guys are well into, 5 in the evening, 6 in the evening. So there we are. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Ron's Rise Live. It's been a long time since I've talked to you guys. You would think that I would have done this more during the quarantine session, but the quarantine here in Florida was very loose. And with me just being at the dealership, it could just be me and the cars. I didn't have to be around other people, so it wasn't really much of a quarantine on this channel for you guys. For me, the content still came as usual because I do the voiceovers with the videos and pictures, and then I'll do the one-on-ones with the cars. So you guys already know, it was easy for me. So hello, everybody in the chat. What's good? Hello from London. All right. Oh, yep, from Pennsylvania. Yeah. All right. That's what's up. So cold in Chicago. I bet it is. Half of my family is from the west side of Chicago, so I know how that goes. Let me close this laptop. And all right, here we go. So first thing I want to talk to you guys about, I got 23 of you guys in here, so that's what's up. First thing I want to say is, how are you guys? How are you doing? How's the whole quarantine and pandemic been affecting you? I think that's the first thing we should probably talk about because, it's hitting everybody in one way or another. If you've had any loved ones that have been affected dramatically, my apologies and blessings to them. Same as if you've, dealt with any kind of job loss or revenue loss. I know I've dealt with a lot of revenue loss between YouTube and my websites. The first thing that when businesses start to go out of business or pause or decease their business moving forward, the first thing they cut is ad revenue. They don't do their ad spend. All right. So my ad revenue gets cut. They don't spend money on ads because they're not, really promoting their business as much. So I know everybody's been affected, whether it's health-wise, whether it's mental health-wise, or whether it is your way of living your life, your revenue, bills, food on the table. So many blessings to everyone that has been suffering, been going through this. Again, Florida is very loose on their quarantining. Now we've opened up the beaches. We've opened up restaurants to 25% capacity. We've opened up the barbershops. As you can see, I got a fresh haircut yesterday. Barbershops and salons opened up yesterday. But that's Florida. I mean, I know like places in Michigan that are still on lockdown until the end of this month. And I know that places in like New York are in lockdown to like June 6th. So it's been crazy. I mean, everything's been shutting down. A lot of people have been affected. It's just, it's nuts. You couldn't write this kind of a start to 2020 and how crazy this year has been. So it's supposed to be a great year. I mean, shoot, man, you guys know how it's going. It's nuts. But I'm trying, as you guys can see, I'm trying to keep a smile on my face and just, adapt throughout the whole thing and try to make it work. So hopefully you guys are doing good. Make sure you holler at me in the chat. Just let me know what's going on with you guys in your life. Before we get started, check out Alfa Romeo. They sent me some swag. So I got like stickers and stuff that they sent me. They hit me up on Instagram. So they hit me up with some Alfa Romeo stuff. Pretty dope. And shameless plug, if you guys haven't picked up Ron's Rise t-shirts yet, Ron's Rise hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, my whole spiel at the end of every video. Make sure you check out the links down below. I do have that. I may be trying to add some more stuff to there, but I got, stuff that you guys would normally wear if you got hoodies or t-shirts, tank tops, stuff like that. So make sure you guys check that out if you can. And 10 points to anybody who knows who's on my shirt today if I didn't spoil the name. Big anime lover. So you guys know who's on the shirt. 10 points to you. Pretty easy one. I didn't make it hard for you today. But let's start off with, I guess the biggest news of the day is Ferrari. Vettel is leaving Scuderia Ferrari. Rumor has it. And if you guys watch F1, obviously you'll know how big of a thing this is. He's a 4-time champion in Formula One. And he is leaving Scuderia Ferrari, which he has been with since 2015. It's on reconcilable differences. I couldn't say that right. Pretty much they both agreed to part ways. I think it's more on maybe Ferrari's side. If you can race, yes, Naruto is on my shirt. Got that guess. If you guys know F1, if you guys know car makers in general, Ferrari's at the top of the tier of everything, whether they're winning or making the best cars or not. Everybody wants to be part of Ferrari. All right. Everybody wants to, own a Ferrari. Everybody wants to race for Ferrari. Everybody wants to work for Ferrari, as far as everyone who is in that field. If you're a racer, you want to race for Ferrari. If you're in the automotive industry, you want to work with Ferrari. They are the top of the food chain, and they have been for a very long time. So Vettel has done his thing there. But since 2018, things haven't really been going his or Ferrari's way. And I think that more on their side, he doesn't have the will to be there, and they don't have the will to fight for him. So since Vettel is going to be going, who do you guys think is going to take his spot in Formula One? And I really wish we could have had Formula One races by now. Obviously, with the pandemic, everything's been pushed back. So it'll be very interesting to see if he stays to the end of what is the regular season, or when he actually departs with the pandemic on Formula One's schedule, and where he will go next. A lot of people are saying Ricardo, who went from Red Bull to Renault, maybe going to Ferrari. So that's where I guess the rumor mill is going. So if anybody who watches F1, and if you don't, I think you should follow it a little bit. If you can't watch races, there's a show on Netflix. And there's, I forgot what it's called, but if you type in Formula One, you'll see it. There's 2 seasons of it. I think that'll get you into Formula One. And even if you can't watch the races, you'll be caught up on, the seasons up until now for the most part. But Vettel leaving Ferrari, that's a big move. And I see, it says Ferrari, please bring back Alonso. Yes, Fernando Alonso. That might be a good move for them. Who else do you guys think they could see? Carlos. Oh, yeah, because Alonso has stated he can't go back to F1. Oh, Sainz has a bright future. Yeah, so Sainz has a bright future. Carlos might be the move too. We'll see. I mean, what do you guys think? I haven't been able to really talk F1 with you guys on the channel, and not doing live streams, probably a missed opportunity there. But hey, this is your time to go off in the stream, so make sure you do that. Also, if you guys want to get a second before we get on to the next topic, make sure you give that video a thumbs up that you're looking at right now with this handsome face on it. Make sure you hit a thumbs up. Just helps get it up in the rankings so more people can see it. But with that said, let's move on to the next topic, the Alfa Romeo GTA. All right. I saw someone earlier say, what was it? When is the gold Alfa coming? To the States? Okay, listen. Alfa Romeo is doing a bunch of great things, okay? They're doing some questionable things, but hey, I'm one guy, one opinion, so I want to know your opinion. A lot of things aren't coming to the U.S. Not that we don't deserve it, but that it just doesn't play out for us here in the States. A lot of people aren't buying Alfa Romeos like they should be. And I think Alfa Romeo is playing it safe, which I understand. So we may not get that GT Orca color, the gold color. I'm still looking for the two-tone seats that are supposed to be with 2020 miles that you can get. The two-tone cloth seats, I have not seen those yet. And with the pandemic, we're not supposed to get any more cars for a while. So I don't know when I'll see that, maybe at the end of 2020. The 60 Villa color, we still haven't seen that on the channel yet because I've not yet seen that in the States. And then obviously we're not getting the GTA and GTAm. Now I'm going to make a full explanation video. Hopefully that will be out by tomorrow. If I get some time today, it's just completely blowing out the GTA, GTAm, telling you every single thing from the brochure pamphlet that I have that I'll show you guys on the video tomorrow. Everything about the GTA. I mean, like when I say everything, I mean, I'm dissecting this thing. So hopefully I'll have that video out for you guys. But I love to talk about it so much, but I'm probably never going to see one in person unless I'm over there, in Europe, which, I mean, it stinks. That's my biggest disappointment. 500 made, that's cool. 500 models, all right? Yeah, limited edition. More, the less the better. But that none are coming to the States, it's a bummer. I really want to see this thing. And then another thing, I wish the GTAm was a coupe. Makes the most sense. Then we would have been like, okay, 60, we get it. Or GTV, we get it. This is the GTV right here, the GTAm coupe. There's no really need for the four-door sedan for that model, but I understand a lot more R&D comes with the chassis and the two doors and everything like that. So I understand, they were saving money there. I get it. So that's another disappointment. And then I know this is going to sound like I'm taking shots at you guys in Europe, but you guys get all the cool stuff. All right. So we talked about the Giulia Quadrifoglio and the Stelvio Quadrifoglio that has been updated for the European market. And we talked about things that you guys get over there, like the Tonale style wheels for the Stelvio. I don't think that's supposed to be coming to the US. It's really cool, 21-inch wheels. That's going to look awesome on a Stelvio. Another thing is the Montreal green. You guys are going to get that because there is no other green for this Quadrifolios, all right? You can't get Visconti green on the Quadrifolios, the Verde Visconti. You can't get that on the Quadrifolios. You can only get those on the 2-liter Giulia and Stelvios. So in America, we're not going to be able to get a green Quadrifoglio if we wanted one. And the only green you can get is Montreal green, which is on the GTA and on the Giulia and Stelvio in Europe. Another thing is, I guess I don't know if I like that the new Giulia and Stelvio Quadrifolios for Europe are taking away from the specialness of the GTAms with taking the seatbelt colors. You can do different seatbelt colors with those models there. You can do the Montreal green, which I thought was going to be an exclusive color to the GTA, GTAm. I wish that was a thing, but it's not. So it makes it a little less special when you're taking parts from what is the top tier limited edition model and you're putting it on, I guess it is the high powered, hardcore models, but they're the mass production models, so I'm a little indifferent by it. I wish that, it kept the GTAm and the GTA a little bit more special by not sharing those parts with the quadrifolios. But again, I may sound bitter because I don't get any of that stuff. I don't get the updated quadrifolios. I don't get the updated GTA, GTAm here in the States. So, maybe I just sound bitter there. Let's see. Europe didn't get the Fiat Abarth 124 this year. The States did. Apparently, it's getting discontinued. Okay, so that's fair. That's fair. But I would trade your Abarth for the GTA for sure. Again, I couldn't afford to get one. Maybe in a year or two, I could afford to get one. Maybe if I was in the market at one point in time, I would pick one up. But I don't have the opportunity, and I guess that's the hard part. The hard pill to swallow is that I may not even get a chance to experience it. Now, I don't need any excuses to come over there in Europe because I would love to come over there. I would love to meet a lot of you guys. I would love to see your cars and talk to you guys about Maserati, Alfa, everything like that. But, I just, being an enthusiast here in the States, I wish I could experience what you guys experience over there in Europe because I missed out on a lot of this stuff. I didn't know a lot about Alfa Romeo until they came back to the States because of the fact that they were in the States. So I missed out on a lot of that heritage and history that you guys have, been blessed to have. So, I would love to see one, love to experience one, and keep my love and passion for the brand going at a high level. I'm always going to love the brand. I want to be able to relate and experience this stuff with you guys. I'm sure someone will import the GTA. However, most cars sold will be garage queens like the Project 8 Jaguar. Yeah, and somebody actually compared the GTA to the Project 8. I've only seen one Project 8 in person. Sounded amazing. It looked pretty cool too. Would I compare it to the GTA? Again, I can't make this assessment because I haven't really been able to experience one to really even see it in person to say, I don't know. It's such a bummer, but I'm going to continue talking about it. Like I said, the next video will be blowing this thing out. I mean, thing by thing, detail by detail, so you guys can really know what you're getting into when looking at a GTA for those who are going to buy it. Now, let's talk about Maserati. One, when I'm in the market again, I definitely want to get another Maserati, okay? So if you guys don't know, I've had two Ghiblis. I had a entry-level one that I got in 2014, end of 2014, and it was a 2015 model. And then I got a 2016 in the beginning of 2016, which I had for the 4 years, or just close to 4 years before I got rid of it. So I would love to get into a Maserati again. There's a couple of things that I did. I built a home, and then put a lot of money away, and thankfully I did because of COVID. So now that I'm doing this, I'm going to start to kind of gain that money back, put some money aside, and I would love to get into something, pretty fun, pretty eye-catching, the neck breaker, stuff like that. And I've always wanted a Gran Turismo. But at the same time, I want a quadrifolio. So we'll see what I end up with. But Maserati's future is going to be great. I just don't know about some things. So the Levante spy shots. I mean, the recent ones that I made a video on them, and some more just recently came out maybe like 4 days ago, and it doesn't really show much at all. I mean, everything looks the same on the exterior of the Levante, and really what they are changing is the interior, more the infotainment and dash. So right now, I'm just not really too excited about the Levante and what they really have going on. Really have going on with the changes there. I mean, the big news obviously is the MC20. All right, the big news is the new Gran Turismo and Gran Cabrio that will be coming out. All right. The big news is the Ghibli hybrid. And those were all stuff that we were supposed to already have seen by now. I mean, the MC20 was supposed to come out this month. So obviously everything's been pushed back. The Ghibli hybrid was supposed to be released last month, or we're going to go see it at Shanghai at that auto show. No bueno. So stuff that, you know, we have our anticipation built up for. I'm all excited about that, but Levante really hasn't done anything for me besides the Trofeo that has been amazing. I did a video on that and showed you guys that thing. Wow, that's an incredible machine. That twin turbo V8, 590 horsepower is something else. And it gets me excited even thinking about it. But other than that, I'm not exactly sure where they can go. I know that Maserati has what they say a smaller Levante, baby Levante coming out, and then I've heard rumors of a larger Levante. I've also heard rumors, I can't say where on this one, but I've heard rumors of a Ghibli GTS, which we've talked about before. Why don't you put a V8 in a Ghibli, like the GTS version of the Quattroporte? Well, I've heard that might be a thing. Other than that, I mean, you got to wait and see. There's nothing that I could really speak on right now. The Levante spy shots were just kind of lackluster. We've talked about the MC20, which is going to change the game for Maserati. But until we see anything else, I'm just going to kind of wait in the shadows for something good to come out. The Levante GTS is nice, yes. It's basically the Levante Grand Sport with a bigger engine. So again, it's hard to tell the difference between them until you put them side by side, which I've done in a video before. Other than that, I'm still waiting for Maserati to shake up the world, which they will, and they should have already, but everything got pushed back. So I'm ready for it. Please find an 8C and film it. Yes. You know what? Again, it's hard. It's hard in Florida. It's hard in the States to get a hold of these things. If you guys know someone, please, anybody in the States, come see me. Hit me up on Instagram, which is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me, or email me. All my stuff is in the description and all that. Email me and let me know where I can find some stuff, or if you have a car, I'm going to try my best to get a hold of you. I know a Maserati MC12 is on sale right now. I think is it in Tampa? I think a Maserati MC12 is for sale. 3.7 million, maybe something like that. I posted on my Facebook page the video of it. If I am able to see something like that, that is one of the cars that is top tier, my dream cars. Maserati MC12. I need to see one of those before I die. I might have to even make a trip. We'll see if it is over in Tampa, but I forgot exactly where it is. But an MC12, if anybody could hook me up with anybody that has an MC12 and I can experience it just by sitting in it, seeing it, putting it on film for you guys, please contact me, because I love these cars. I love when you guys brought cars to the dealership and let me film them and let me film your reactions, your mods, and everything you do. And I think other people enjoy that too, because from a ownership, point of view, or from a future owner point of view, or someone who's just doing some research, they want to see what this stuff is like. So I definitely love, when you guys show me these cars and really talk about them and are excited about them like I am. But, I really appreciate it, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in too, man. I mean, it's tough times for everyone. So hopefully you're staying busy, consuming some content. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me and watching the videos, buying the merch, just everything like that. Make sure you check it in on my social media and leaving comments and stuff. Really helps out your boy. Like I said, it's been a tough time for everyone. So, hey, I appreciate that. In the chat, anybody want to talk about anything about the 3 topics? All right. First, Ferrari and Vettel leaving, and then Alfa Romeo and its GTA sharing, quadrifolio sharing, not coming to the U.S., having self, and Maserati's Levante spy shots that just weren't really too impressive. If you want to go to motor1.com, you can see, you just search Levante. I think it should be the latest article on the Levante, and it will show you the spy shots. Let's see. Another limited edition Levante and Ghibli will be released before facelifts. It would be called the Tributo, Rosso Tributo, and Blue Azuro. Azuro, make sure I'm saying that right. Really? How do you know this? That's cool. So it's going to be a red and blue Tributo for those colors. Okay. So they already have that special color red, which I've showed you guys before. I think it was like $6,500 for that paint job. But I mean, it's beautiful in person, completely beautiful. So that's news to me. If those are released, I will definitely have the video up for you guys, via photos. And then when I see them in person, I'll put them up ASAP. Let's see. Personally, I agree with you on the Levante spy shots. I just hope the MC20 and the Alfietti will be worth the wait. So tell me, is the Alfietti still going to be the Alfietti? Because, okay, so far, what I know, MC12, okay, that's coming out. Gran Turismo, all redone. Gran Cabrio, which is a convertible Gran Turismo, all redone. All right. Levante facelift, Ghibli hybrid, Quattroporte facelift. I think that's the last. No, wait. I think the Levante facelift is last. I think it's 2023. I don't know the timelines now that they've all been pushed back. And then Baby Levante, like this more on the Stelvio platform, the Giorgio platform. That's all I know. I didn't know if the Alfietti was still a thing or if Ferrari took the design and made the Roma, and that was basically the Alfietti. They just took it because, Ferrari. Let me know if that's what you guys know. If you know some insights, if the Alfietti is still going to be a thing. And now we know about the Rosso Tributo, and the blue. Those colors are going to be kind of crazy if they do something special. The best colors to me are those metallic paint colors, but the Gran Turismo has some crazy colors. I don't know if you guys noticed, but they have some $10,500 paint jobs. If you go to the configurator, $10,500. Holy crap. Those look insane in person. I think I showed you guys one of them when I did the last Gran Turismo or Gran Cabrio video. Let's see. I believe the Alfietti should be coming out 2021. What I heard is it will replace the Gran Turismo and Gran Cabrio. Okay, so the Gran Turismo and Gran Cabrio will be the Alfietti, Coupe and Cabrio, Gran Cabrio. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So that's news to me. I hope you're right because everybody loved the Alfietti when the concept came out in 2014, which is 2020. Shows you how far that's gone. But all Maserati designs really are timeless. So you see how they carry along so far. Would really like to see the smaller Levante. Maserati needs something to compete with the Macan. I agree. Something that's in that range. This is a love-hate relationship, double-edged sword. So you want Maserati to have more models, make more money, but then people will say it would dilute the brand, having more models, more Maseratis on the road, more people that are, I guess, able to get in that segment because of the fact that it's more of an exclusive brand. It's like if Ferrari made cars that were in the $50,000 range or even the $90,000 range to come out with, more people will have them, more on the road. They're not as special. I know a lot of people argue about that. That's what happened with the Ghibli. You didn't see as many Maseratis on the road until the Ghibli came out. You definitely didn't see as many Maseratis on the road when the Levante came out in 2017. So does that make Maserati a little less special? The prices, the lifestyle, and the cost of ownership, I think that in itself will make it a little bit more special because not everybody can keep up with all of that stuff. It's hard to judge there. It's very subjective. Alfietti Cabrio might be. Alfietti Cabrio actually sounds strange though, so maybe some other name. And Macan has certainly diluted Porsche. Yeah, so again, we live in crazy times. Brands got to make money. There's a lot of competition out there. You think about the cars that are in the, I guess, the $40,000, $50,000 range that have just as much stuff as these cars that are in the $100,000, $90,000 range. And a lot of people will go for that. And that's maybe a good thing, right? Because you don't want to dilute the brand and have everybody buying it. But at the same time, you got cars sitting on lots. And then you got people that, really don't trust the brand and, say that they have reliability issues and et cetera, and all the negative press. So then, they really don't make any money. A lot of these brands make money in the dealerships. So people have to buy cars. They have to bring them in for service. It's just, I don't know. It's tough, and like I said, I'm not in the backgrounds of the automotive industry. I've heard a few things working at the dealership before, but it's I don't know. Where do you go? Those guys are smart enough. They know what they're doing. They make their mistakes, and then they learn from them, and then we get the result of those things. So hopefully, they steer the brands in the right direction. So what you got? Macan certainly. Oh yeah, I already read that. Without Macan, Porsche loses money. Okay, so again, you got these models that are money boosters, like the Tonale. The Tonale for Alfa Romeo next year, and it's taking so long for this freaking car to come out. At the end of next year, Tonale is going to be a money booster. I'm sure Alfa Romeo can't wait to release that thing because of the fact that it's going to need it. I mean, you got the Giulia and Stelvio. They're doing great. I mean, they could be doing better, but the one that's really going to take off for you is this BSUV because you don't got really anything else to look forward to, the C segment SUV. You don't really got anything to look forward to until the BSUV comes out. So, I mean, what do? You put out that car and hope for the best and hope it makes you your money. Then you have enough money to do the R&D for your 8C or your GTV or anything, hypercar related. But, you got to have these money booster cars like the Tonale. And I think it will do great. I mean, it looks phenomenal. And a lot of people, I think, will love this when it comes out. But it's taken so long. And this whole pandemic pushing everything back is making it even worse, I'm sure. So it's all this stuff is tough. I don't know how these brands survive all of this stuff, but hopefully FCA knows what they're doing because I don't want any of these to disappear, especially over in the States. If anything, I need these cars to be in the States because I love them too much to not see them here. And then, if they do leave the States, then I don't know what I do next. But that said, I mean, what do you guys think on that one? I also want to make sure I check in with you guys again. Just make sure everyone is doing good with the pandemic. Make sure everybody is healthy, safe, and that the quarantine is really getting you down. For those who are not as quarantined as me, hopefully you're out there, you're being responsible, being safe, and just make sure you're doing your part. FCA knows what they're doing. I mean, who am I to say what they should be doing or what I think they should be doing? Because I'm not an expert. And I'm not in a position to critique them. You might be in a better position with your knowledge. But I'm going to be real with you. I mean, I can talk about their mistakes all day, but I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes to, help improve on those mistakes. You got to make mistakes in order to succeed. So, I'll leave it at that. I saw a Fiat 124 yesterday and really missed the Alpha 2000 Spider. I see again. It wasn't anything that I was able to experience. If they were in the States, I was probably too young to even know about it. The Fiat 124 is fun. I've ridden in them actually as well. So those are really fun. The Abarths, man, they sound like little mini monster trucks coming down the road. I love those things too. Just the exhaust of those are crazy. They need ads on air. I think Alpha's been doing pretty good at the social media hype. They've been doing really good. Instagram and Facebook. Even Twitter. They do a really good job. They're doing a lot better job at posting their cars and everything like that. The dealer network isn't that great. That's one of their problems. And I guess, ads on TV. When the Giulia and Stelvio first came back and they were doing like that commercial where they were like skating on ice. They were using the Q4 to show off the all-wheel drive intelligent Q4 system. That commercial was awesome. That was during March Madness here in the States for the college basketball tournaments a few years back, and those commercials were awesome. And then I would get people at the dealership saying, "Yeah, I saw that commercial on them driving on the ice and stuff." Perfect marketing. That worked, Alpha. But since then, seen a couple things here and there. It has been pretty quiet. I mean, again, it's just the social media stuff, but I mean, that's where a lot of marketing is on social media. You know, when you guys are watching TV, if you have a DVR, you either skip past the commercials, or when the commercials are on, what are you doing? You're on your phone. You're doing this. So, you know, I think that they're taking the right approach. I'm not sure exactly why it's not necessarily working the way it should here in the States. Again, I don't know what needs to be said. You guys all know why I didn't buy an Alpha, because I wanted a quadrifoglio, and I just told you guys that now. So I didn't want to buy a Giulia just to settle. I said I'll buy something that, you know, is easy to maintain. You know, also have fun, have some you know, practical living with that. You know, just, you know, something I can just drive around easily day by day. Then when I get my money right and stack it up, I'll either get a Gran Turismo or a quadrifoglio. But I didn't want to get a Giulia just to get a Giulia. So, but other than that, guys, I will rally for Alfa and Maserati all day long. Let's see. I own 3 FCA cars. Damn. Maserati Ghibli S Gran Lusso. That's what's up. Giulia QV and a Fiat 124. Man, you're living the life. What FCA needs to do is move these brands away from Chrysler, Jeep, and establish a premium dealer experience. I agree. I'll go more into detail about that. But most people still get ads on TV. Yes, they do. That's true. That's true. Maybe they can kind of divert that attention 50-50, like their weight distribution. Drove a 2000 Spider every day, 80 miles a day for 14 years. You must have had a commute to work. Holy crap. But the fact that you never got tired of it, driving 80 miles a day for 14 years, that says something about the car. And that's what these Italian cars do to you, as far as the emotion, the passion, and the experience, just, you know, just having them. Back to FCA getting out of the Jeep Chrysler dealer experience. I agree. You shouldn't be able to walk next door and get the same kind of treatment on a car that is $20,000 that you would get on a car that's $100,000. I've said this before, and even with our dealership, you know, it's all connected. You know, it's not the premium experience that you should have. I know a dealership in Jacksonville, is the Alfa Romeo is right next to a Mitsubishi dealership, but they are all owned by the same people. And the Mitsubishi guys will sell the Alfa Romeos, but it's not the same kind of experience. It's different. It's these things. It's a lifestyle with these things. It's a lifestyle with these cars, these machines. It's not just buying a piece of metal, and it should be a quality experience. You know, telling you about the Italian heritage, you know, as far as racing goes, as far as, you know, your build and design, your factories, everything like that. It should be a full-on experience. Let me show you guys. You don't walk into a dealership like, you know, like a Chevy dealership and get the kind of experience that you do buying a Maserati. When I bought my Maserati, where's it at? I got a bottle of wine from the dealership, okay? We give out wine. See, Maserati Alfa Romeo Daytona Beach. We give out wine in a nice wine case. You know what? I might have a wine case here. Hold on, guys. Let's see. I think it's somewhere in my server here. Oh, yep, here. Found it. This is what I'm talking about. You get this kind of experience buying these kind of cars. This is you know what I mean? So like, it definitely does feel like it cheapens the brand, putting cars that are not with it, you know, putting a Charger and an Alfa next to each other when it's an Alfa Romeo dealership, or, having salesmen or women who may not be trained to provide the experience and the knowledge behind these cars and know all about them to sell them to you like they were just some every common day car. It should be different. Like he said, it really does kind of feel like it cheapens the brand, and it sucks because these cars are not just your everyday cars, and a lot more special than they're put off to be. And people don't treat them that way, and they should. Let's see. Sorry. Whoever can buy a new Alfa Romeo, any model. I would love to buy a quadrifolio. I do kick myself sometimes for not getting like a Giulia TI, but at the same time, again, I feel like I would be settling. They're building a new Alfa Maserati dealership in Jacksonville now, but you're right. Yeah. Okay. So you see what I'm saying? So I knew some folks out there in Jacksonville. That's why I knew how their dealership was and how the experience was out there. We have a new Alfa dealership showroom being built. Cannot wait until it's finished. Big display screens and some really special Alfa artwork. I'm telling you, our dealership is crazy. All of the fixtures came from Italy, the chairs, the tiles, and they're so specific. So the Alfa Romeo side, the glass and the tiles have to be a different shade than the Maserati side. So if you guys have noticed, when I've showed inside of the dealership, on the Alfa side, the tiles are like a dark gray color, and the glass is more clear. And then on the Maserati side, it's more of like a cream colored tile and has darker glass where the spec room is. And they're just really specific. And, when you get the Italian artwork, you have all the history of the artwork for Maserati up there. You have all the Alfa history and artwork. This is stuff that is just you don't get at other dealerships, which is why you should treat this differently. All this stuff comes specifically from Italy, and it tries to bring that Italian flavor and essence over here to the States, and they do a good job. It's just up to us to provide the rest of the experience. So, again, I think that's where a lot of dealerships might have, dropped the ball a little bit. The Alfa paired with Maserati and or Ferrari is doing better. That said, Baltimore Heritage Alfa Fiat Chrysler has been great even without the premium experience. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Without the premium experience, at least, the dealer network has been great, because I know that a lot of people, kind of complain about the dealer network, and it's gotten better. Definitely gotten better, but Alfa definitely could improve on that. And I'm glad to hear that these new Alfa and Maseratis are being built. I know Orlando, you guys know I go out there to Ferrari, Maserati, Alfa out there. And they're building a new dealership that they've been building for like 2 years now, 2.5 years. There's 2 floors, pretty crazy. It's going to be phenomenal. They're going to send me the invite once it's done. So I'm going to go out there, check it out, show you guys everything there. Like they said, in Jacksonville, which is our next closest between here and Daytona, they're building their dealership, as he said. You guys said that there's another one's going up. It's awesome that there's still some demand. They wouldn't be building these dealerships and trying to get these dealer networks up and running if there wasn't any demand and people weren't buying these cars. Let's just do better as a whole here. If anybody's watching me that's in the States that sells these cars or that, is in development or owns these dealerships, let's just do a better job at treating these cars the way they should be treated and not just some other car out there on the road. Because, look, what other brand do you sell next to Ferrari? We talked earlier today in the beginning of the stream about how Ferrari is a top tier automotive brand in the world, and you're selling cars with Ferrari engines and Ferrari heritage, Pininfarina design, and sold next to Ferraris, and you're like, oh well, here's this Chrysler 200, and then here's this Gran Turismo. You're like, it just doesn't work out that way. So we got to do better on our end for sure. My 2019 Alfa looks amazing, but it doesn't put fake engine sounds in the speakers, so it sounds sort of old and sputtery. I wish it sounded more modern. I understand that. If you have a 2-liter, the 2-liter inline 4, man, that thing could use some sound. But again, we talked about possibly doing a 350 horsepower variant. something in between the 280 and the 505 you get out of the quadrifolios. I would love if Alfa did something like that. And then with that, then maybe you're looking at a detuned V6, which is going to give you a little bit more noise. And then maybe they add, some sort of exhaust to it or something. Maybe like, you put it in that dynamic mode and it opens up the valves, something like that, to where Alfa could really make some noise, because the 2.0s, they don't sound the best to me at all. I never normally put like revving noises or any exhaust clips from the Alfa reviews just because of that. But I mean, it's a 2-liter. What do you expect? But at the same time, you want the sound to match the beauty. I think that's something that Maserati has proved to have done so well over the years. Even Shmi 150 will tell you to this day, and he just recently said it in a video maybe like 2 weeks ago, that the Maserati Gran Turismo is one of the most beautiful sounding cars that he's ever heard. Okay, so I mean, you think about the Carrera GT, you think about the Zonda F, you think about cars like that, and he's saying that the Gran Turismo is one of the most, the most fiercest, most aggressive, best sounding cars he's heard. That says something about Maserati for sure. So they've done a great job at that. I would like Alfa to follow suit. So with that said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. It's been 46 minutes of your quarantine time. So thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. So thank you so much, guys, for checking in with me and still, rocking with the channel. Again, shameless plug. You guys don't got that Ron's Rise merch. Get on that. Link down in the description. All right. And I'll be coming out with videos weekly as always. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you're clicking that notification bell, all that good YouTubery stuff. And then make sure you guys are being safe. It's a crazy world out here. Life has changed forever. Okay, this is not anything that's going to be done in a month. It's not anything that's going to be done in 6 months. We're always going to have to be safe. We're always going to have to be aware of this silent killer. So make sure you guys are, just for your family, for your loved ones, doing the right thing. But with that said, guys, I appreciate everything. Make sure you like the video if you haven't already. I'm going to put this on the channel, post it to the channel so you guys can check it back out if you want, or anybody who hasn't seen it yet. Make sure you check it out. Appreciate you guys. We will talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. See you down in the comments below. I'll be checking out everything there. You guys take it easy, and we will see you then. Take it easy, guys. Oh, arriving too late. You're arriving too late. But listen, you can comment on the actual video. I'm going to post it. Don't worry. I got you covered, all right? You guys take it easy. We'll see you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.